game. I got my curly top looking like special ed. Clean fade on the side, bumping that red head. Clean tags when I ride, ducking the feds. East Coast, they get that bread. You put you end up dead. The West Coast, they leave that spread. And now you got calling your dread head.
The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. First carry for Damian Harris, the Alabama man. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 11 yards there on the first play from scrimmage. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. To throw is Fields. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. On 2nd down, this is Harris. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47.
I like this focus there because he wasn't thinking about breaking that one big. All he thought about was, I need one. Let's go get that. Ended up picking up 2.
Now a first down carry for Harris. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Fields now to throw. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Chase Young racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. The 7th play now of this opening drive. This is 3rd and long, though. Here's Fields. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football. It's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions. Can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
But now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. A give to Gibson running right. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That's good for 19 and a first down. I'm ready. On first down, right back to Gibson. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Gibson again. And he's in. Touchdown, Commanders. Antonio Gibson with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Commanders use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. The extra point by Sly is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. No run back here for Jones, a touchback.
So back onto the field come the Pats for their second drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Harris running straight ahead. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. The Commanders bringing out the nickel package on 3rd down. Now Fields. Nowhere for Fields to turn, and down he goes. Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders. Jake Bailey on now to punt here on 4th down. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And he'll get credit for putting him inside the 20 as the fair catch is made right at about the 19-yard line. Call that one an even 60 yards, 6-0. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They'll start on the ground with Gibson. 54 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. Well, they're making a real first-quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old-school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating them up here in the first quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine saying way back when a back's having a great game, you've got to get the ball out of his hands. See how far he can run without the ball. And what he meant was takeaways, knock it loose, because maybe you can't just stop him with just regular tackling.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. They'll run with Gibson.
And he will have the 1st down as he's brought down up near midfield. After 7-0 on EA Sports. 2nd quarter now from our nation's capital, and it's Washington in possession of the football. 2 1st downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
Once more, Gibson.
And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it.
And now they'll throw it with Lawrence.
And his throw is incomplete. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. You can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
From midfield now, Lawrence.
Looking for a slot man, and he's got him. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A big one there on 3rd down. They hit for 30 yards.
Back to the ground with Gibson.
And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
On 2nd down, here's Gibson again.
And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1 yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6.
They'll try the left side with Gibson.
He stiff arms him. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. 2 minutes gone by, 2nd quarter.
Gibson is into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Some good running there at the end of the drive. He had the burst that set up the 1st and goal, and then one play later, he's in the end zone.
Brandon, what I liked about that sequence is I'm not sure who made the play call, but they understood the situation, understood the momentum. A nice hard-charging run, give it right back to him, and let him cap things off.
Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback. New England's offense set to go.
They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. They'll start the drive with Harris. And the running lane's non-existent in this 1st half as they'll stop him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
I have a feel they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Now on 2nd and 13. Fields over the middle, complete. That's Henry. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And 3rd and 8 now.
Now it's Fields.
And this is going to be incomplete.
So he looked like maybe his 3rd or his 4th read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
And the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away.
And a fair catch called for and made at the 12-yard line. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Washington offense will be backed up to start this drive as they've got it 1st and 10.
Opposite. Hey, block it.
Here's Gibson to start the drive.
And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 12-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best 1st half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Hey, stop. Hey,
On 3rd down, Lawrence.
Looking left side, and it's complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. It's a gain of 22 as we tick towards the 2-minute warning. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Off the play fake, here's Lawrence.
And his throw's going to be incomplete. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this 1st half. And some room to work. Touchdown, Washington.
Antonio Gibson
on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns.
And the Commanders have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Extra point by Sly is up and good,
and it's now 21-0.
Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. No run back here for Jones, a touchback. New England trying to get a place on offense. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the 1st half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse if this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit, and if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And he is stopped just short on 3rd down. Got 9 yards, but needed 10.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts,
as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And what could he possibly be thinking? He just took the fair catch at the 1-yard line. Major mistake. They'll call that a 61-yard punt. He got all of that one.
And the Commanders will take over, but backed up deep in their own territory. On 1st and 10, it's Gibson.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, not a game that you're going to go crazy about, but when you start at your own 2-yard line, any type of space is good for the offensive guys.
Yeah, you just can't go backwards from here. They did it. Now we'll see if they can keep it on schedule here on 2nd down. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
On play action, Lawrence.
And that is incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed, because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Patriots take over.
Running back Damian Harris, and the Patriots ready to go on their next drive here.
They haven't been able to get him on track. They haven't been able to get this offense on track. No points so far.
Maybe it's time to start doing a few different things. Throwing the ball a little bit, maybe featuring other people touching it for a while, and then you get a chance to come back to it when things have changed a little bit. They have to make an adjustment.
Still time for him here as we sit in the 2nd quarter.
Now Fields. This ball tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's 3rd down.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
Back to throw. Fields. On the sideline, did he keep his feet in bounds? They say yes. Great job, both feet in, 1st down.
Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards.
On 1st and 10, here's Fields. That's swung out wide to Harris.
Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Fields.
And incomplete on the deep ball. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
To the air again, Fields. Setting up the screen, Harris.
And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. The Patriot passing game is rolling. They've got another 1st down. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Henry's got it out on the left side. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Throwing again on 2nd down.
Fields.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. Odell Beckham in the final seconds of the first half.
And the Pats are on the board here in the final seconds of the first half.
McManus's point after is good, and they'll cut the lead to 21-7. So that drive in total 8 plays.
And it's OBJ, Odell Beckham, who ends it with a touchdown reception.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And with Lawrence's arm, they may give him a shot to let this thing rip downfield. We'll see. On 1st down, Lawrence slings this deep from McLaurin.
And that is incomplete.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Now, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
past the halfway point of the season and now past the halfway point of this game. We skip halftime and get right back to the action. Set to begin the third quarter.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3.
This taken in at the goal line.
And he is going to dive to the turf. Boy, a strange return there. And they're going to start with really terrible field position.
The Washington offense ready to go to begin the third quarter. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see one or two guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
And they'll throw on first down with Lawrence.
And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up first and 10.
Now Lawrence to throw.
Firing quickly, but it's incomplete. Trying to get their tight end involved finally. That's the first time that they've looked his way. He's kind of been a forgotten man in this offensive scheme.
Yeah, didn't look his way at all in the first half, and I'll bet you the offense coordinator made a note at the half and said, let's get him involved because he could be a big-time playmaker for us.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots 33.
Lawrence will throw.
Going right side here, and that's complete. And he'll get this to the 22. So they began the play at the 11, and it's a gain of 11. First down. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. A great play there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season.
And the Commanders take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
A drive that time of 6 plays. And the result, a touchdown for Washington.
And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback.
So here are the Patriots now. They get ready for their first possession of half number 2.
Now a first down throw. Fields
looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Harris. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 39 yards there, a big one.
And I think that's a pretty good illustration of why they try to get the football into his hands out of the backfield. That was something else.
They hand this off to Harris. And a solid run down inside the 30. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
A shotgun snap. Fields.
Throw left side complete. That's Henry.
And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 17-yard line.
12 yards there as they move the chains.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Fields throw into the hands of Henry here.
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3.
This duo locked in. 14 yards there and a first down. Here's Fields. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. This Washington defense, they've stood tall the first 2 plays. Now 3rd and goal. Now a toss play. It's Harris. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. Not at all what they envisioned on 3rd down. 3 yards in the wrong direction. The kick by McManus is good. And the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And he is going to dive to the turf. Boy, a strange return there. And they're going to start with really terrible field position. The Commanders' offense returning to the field. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
And strong running there gets this up over the 15-yard line. 170 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Block it.
On third down, here's Gibson. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth. Here's Tressway now, standing just about on his own goal line. And that's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And they will take over 1st and 10. New England's offense set to go. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
I'll tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Chase Young picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. The offense on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 17. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Chase Young drops him again for the 2nd straight play, and it brings up 4th down.
Well, this has to count as a great team effort today, but this man, he's been at the center of all of it. Really special day for any defense to have this many sacks in a game, even more so for this player. One of the best individual efforts of the season.
Got a man open. That's Devontae Parker complete. The Patriots come up empty on 4th down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll be taken down at about the 45. And they're going to speed things up here. On 2nd down, here's Gibson again. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been here.
The pressure gets to Lawrence, and he'll go down. And they'll try and throw for it with Lawrence. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Here's Bears 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Here's Lawrence. And he comes back with one complete. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 17-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. A great effort there. With touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And the Commanders are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this fourth-quarter advantage. So this drive spans 7 plays. And it was polished off by a Washington touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. No run back here for Jones, a touchback. The Patriots ready to try again on offense. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. On first down, it's Fields. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Fields. He completes it to Beckham. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now it's Fields. Flushed out right. And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. Montez Sweat just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. So the Patriots with the football as we get you reset. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. Throwing on 2nd and long. Fields complete. Hunter Henry with the ground. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
An extra man in the secondary for Washington on 3rd down. Out of the gun, Fields. And the pass to Henry is intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. For this defense, CD, that's kind of the icing on the cake here as we get to the end of this one.
And didn't you feel that they weren't just going into total prevent there? You know, they had the lead, and sometimes you fall back and you lose your aggressiveness. Not in this case. They were still making a play on the football, and look how that one turned out. They may have salted this one away.
And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. A gain of 32 that time. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Now it looks like he'll throw here. Caught on the slant. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback. New England trying to get a place on offense. Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is end the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
Back to throw, Fields.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Again, Fields.
He gets it complete to Harris.
And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. Looking to throw again on second down.
Fields.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
Fields on first down.
And it's caught. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. Extra point from McManus is good. And that will cut this lead down to 25. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Taking it about the 1.
And he is going to dive to the turf. Boy, a strange return there. And they're going to start with really terrible field position. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
They've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the 4th quarter, Charles. And I don't think that they need to score again, but it seems like this offense is just getting better as the game goes on. They've scored on their last 2 drives.
Certainly feels like a chance for them to continue to have some fun out there, doesn't it? Game's already decided, as you noted. So they can continue to play loose, break out some other concepts, maybe run a few trick plays, get other people involved. Heck, even go deep on one of these first snaps just because they can.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit too.
On third down, Lawrence.
He's going to wind up and air it out. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over.
Well, Charles, a lot of happy faces heading